What do we got? Okay, a letter we found at the inner sanctum. A giant blood stain makes it impossible to read in full. It's a lantern. And it's still lit. When the flame is lit, something, 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 right? Of course it is. The secret flames in the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. Anyone who extinguishes even one of them will be put to death immediately. So that's why they're outfitted with glass wind guards. Still, I'd better keep my distance, just in case. So the moon on these lanterns were the only source of light up here. So the moon and these lanterns were the only sources of light up here that night. The rite is performed by the light of the full moon, because moonlight is a purifying force. I see. No touching! I wasn't going to. Looks like that about does it for this area. Okay. What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kira. Okay. Do you see that red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Chinese. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning. I want to see the picture of the newspaper. Because it looked like they're both holding the knife in the same hand, yes. They're both holding it in their right hand, if I remember. Whoa. If I remember correctly, but Lady Kira in this painting here is holding it like so that the blade is facing down, whereas the one in the picture, the blade was facing up. Not sure if that means anything though, just as observation. There are many different marks. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Come to think of it, your benevolence has marks on your face. So did the high priest. The high priest's marks are those of a monk, while mine are those of a royal priestess. All members of the Carinist clergy have such marks upon them. Okay, the shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept at Temple. So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? Tarust's autopsy report. Caused death blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered from a bladed weapon. I don't see any difference. Don't speak. No, I want to look at it. Is that a weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger. The very same one used in the rite. It is made to resemble a voodoo. The bird... Sorry. I just, whenever you know that Darth Vader's helmet was polished with a voodoo hide in the hopes that the shine would distract the Emperor from the shortcomings that the robots took during Anakin's surgery to become Darth Vader, you just sort of replace every word of a weird beast with voodoo. Okay, it is made to resemble a warbad. I'm just going to call it a warbad because it's war and bad. Okay, the bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after. So the dagger is the weapon that took the high priest's life. Wrong. No, it isn't. It was a gun or something. If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but to ask. I get the feeling she's going to be super relevant in this case. I should definitely ask the princess for more details later. Oh, here we go. Second page. The mark on his face is one born The mark on his face is one borne by all members of the Crinist clergy, somewhere on their bodies. Records of who has what mark and where are kept at Temple. Pray flags. There's something. Message written here. This mountain face is like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison? Way up there? It is said that Lady Kira laid those she defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits. I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up there. And the fact that it's a prison makes it worse. I forgot that I can control it with the thingy. Is there anything else to see? Oh, whatever this is. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. I forgot about that! Well, anyway. Oh, whoa, what's this? There's something hanging off the ritual curtain there. Looks like those prayer flags down at the Plaza of Devotion. Except they're arranged like no prayer flags I've ever seen. How so? All of these flags have been sewn together. Hey, you're right. It's like they're one big banner now. There's something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. It seems this piece is from a donation Avert in Me made at some point. Prayer flags found outside the ritual curtain. They have been sewn together into a long banner. Interesting. During the rite, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making the case something of a locked room mystery. The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed. So see to it that you keep it clean. This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it. Eek! And what was that shrill scream for just now? Is it cold? It's just... I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice it as I was climbing up, but now that I see it, I can see all the way down. I guess that flight of stairs formed from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. Hey, it's a rock! This rock must have fallen from higher up the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over that curtain. Well, up I go. Wow, what an incredible view. It almost boggles the mind. Get down from there this instant. Right, sorry, I'll be right down. Looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly higher up than the top of that mountain. I guess that confirms the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion is the only way up here. Except, from the prison atop the mountain, maybe. I think I'd better go take a closer look. This snow has been moved aside. There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the rite? The day before the rite, the temperature in this area plunged below freezing. Even the Place of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost. Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town, as I recall. Anything more about that? No. This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damaged? Was this your doing? No, I didn't even touch it. Then perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request that be repaired when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look. You'll see! The snow has obviously been cleared away here, and the lantern is broken. Because there was blood in the snow. I still have a camera that I bought to take pictures of my trip. And I bet you the person, he got rid of a big area of snow, not just where the blood was, because he can't actually see red, so he didn't actually know where it was. It's an Ace Attorney 3 thing. If you haven't played it, you wouldn't get it. I still have that camera. I just snapped one of this area here, just in case. Inner Sanctum Photo. Snow in the area of shoveled out shows an area of shoveled out snow and a lantern with a broken wind guard. Nothing else particularly interesting here. Apparently this is new. Oh, that's a blade. That is a statue of a bird. I should take a closer look later. Or now. Apparently there's nothing interesting about this burb. Oh, hang on, no, it's just the burb. Take a look at the burb. It says take a closer look later, and then it just goes up to take a closer look. Maybe it means from a different angle? But I did. Okay. What a dreadful way to die. Did you know the High Priest of Benevolence? Yes, he was a pious priest of Coriolism. As such, he had the trust of the entire kingdom. The entire kingdom? Really? Yes, but what do you know of faith and trust, you, who can never see hope to match his virtue? Who can never hope to match his virtue? It is like comparing the moon to a pebble, or the sea to a puddle. How did this suddenly become a game of pin the diss on the lawyer? I'm just giving her all the evidence, seeing if she's got anything interesting to say about them. Okay. Okay, that's a book from your land, is it not? Yes, it's a guidebook about Karain that was written by people back home. Oh, so there are people in your land who know of our fair kingdom? Then I imagine I must say something about me. It must say something about me in there, correct? Actually, yes. It says the dance of devotion is performed by an adorable little princess. How dare they write of me as though I were a child? Hey, I'm just reading what it says. Though, she does seem secretly pleased. Okay, that was cute, but not really helpful. Okay. Aha! Alright, so could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. What happened to you need but ask? Nana? I'm just gonna say again, it's Nana. Nana. Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister. Oh, shit. But unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. So she decided to kick ass instead. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with a dagger. A dagger? Well, this became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides our souls, and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe, and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. Our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by the insurgent Dirk. So Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a voodoo. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Karain. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? Yeah, you see, she's holding it so that the blade would be facing up if she had her hands in a normal, upright position. Okay, I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. So even Priest Rafa? I don't know. Doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? Maybe I can examine this burb now? Why can I not look at the burb? Wait, oh! Wait! Ah! Aha! Look! The bird's missing its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one who took it? Of course not. This statue has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I was always treated like this. I don't think I'll find anything else of interest around here. Okay, and anywhere else. Good. Alright. That was a good sentence. I should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Any ideas? Oh, fellow... Oh, counterpart? Oh, sidekick? The killer must have been the one they call Maya Fey. There can be no other. You never knew? You never know. It's still pretty early in the investigation. She has spent time in the company of the lawyers, so she must have a wicked soul. Thanks for reminding me how much people like me are hated in this country. People like me are hated in this country. It is only by the Holy Mother's mercy that you are allowed to investigate this sacred place. Remember that, and give thanks to Her Holiness for the great blessing at once. Oh, thank you, Your Holy Motherness. That didn't come out right. That seems a little insincere. Shall I halt this investigation immediately? No, wait, I'm grateful, really. I wonder. Ugh, this is going to be worse than walking on holy eggshells. Well, are you going to conduct your investigation or not? I will! Are you going to keep following me around like this? Of course! Unless you intend to do something you feel they need to hide. No, I never do. I do everything by the book. Then get on with it. I am not doing this for fun, you know. I, too, have many duties I need to attend to. And why don't you go do them instead of hovering over me? What is that look you're giving me? Am I perhaps being bothersome? No, don't be absurd. You're being incredibly bothersome. Okay, so she's coming with me then. May 10th, Plaza of Devotion. Wow, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I'll say this level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma. You there. Wait. I want to ask you something. Okay. Do you know me? And do I know you? Well, I'm Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No! Oh, what the hell? I want to know if you know who I am. Huh? How should I know? I've never seen you. I've never ever seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. I wonder if he has some amnesia or something. I should talk to him a little bit more, just in case he's connected to this case somehow. Which I'm sure he's not. Are you having trouble remembering who you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. Phew, thought he was going to pull a weapon on me. But he's just pulling out some snacks out one after another. I'm trying to remember what I was supposed to do. I know it's something important. Do you know this man or something, Barbed Head? No, I just said I've never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira? You know of Lady Kira? Then you are Kurainese, I take it? Maybe. Wait, are those lizards he's eating? What? You want one? No thanks, I just ate. Ah, now I remember. Get a load of this. Well? Well, what? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss. No good, huh? Guess I'll try something else. I guess I'll try someone else. So, who was that man, and what did he want, Barbed Head? I wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright! What now? Ah, what's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I? Oh, no, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation off the inner sanctum approved. Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Sadmani gave me his okay straight away. Seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor. He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. and that moving on before the trial began would be a smarter thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. Was it luminol? It is! Here it is, it's all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. Luminol testing fluid. This actually might come in handy. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks. All of this will definitely come in handy. So this is what the High Priest's body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. There we go, yeah. Oh yeah! They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya. She must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Oh shoot, look at the time. I have to get going. You sure seem busy. That's because His Imperial Holiness is a real slave driver. Ephemeral. His Ephemeral Holiness? Prosecutor Sadmati. He's like the world's hardest riddle wrapped in a flowy sash. I keep wondering if he's just a clash of cultures type of thing, you know? If it's just a clash of cultures. Like, he'll ask the most insane thing of me without batting a single long eyelash of his. This Prosecutor Sadmati sounds like he's used to holding some serious clout. Why do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was that glimmerous fop, and now that I'm finally rid of that grating, blind-loving Europhile, I get this guy! Oh no, now I'm really gonna be late. He'll probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. I'll see you later. He makes her listen to sutras? Sutras, right? Sounded like he was got it pretty rough too. She does not appreciate Prosecutor Sadmati's sutras? What ingratitude. It appears that she too is lacking in the religious devotion. I don't think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Koreanist. No. Let's go talk to Maya. Nick, I knew you'd come. Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up? It wasn't me, but no one will believe me. I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this, and so far from home? But I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together. This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Karain just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens. Oh, come on, it's just like old times, Maya. I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being the usual suspect, but oh my god. I guess you're right. And you've saved me each and every time. Yep, so just tell me everything you can, and let's go from here. Alright, so they do make reference to it, and they're like, okay, yeah. And they laugh at it. Barbed head! Stop stalling and go straight to the matter of true importance. We know she's the murderer, therefore it is time for her confession. Your benevolence? What brings the royal priestess to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now, out with it. Confess to your crime. Please, your benevolence, could you please take it down a notch, or 3? Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. Oh, well, no. Just talk. Since we're in for about talking, I'll put this down. Okay, I didn't kill the High Priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbot Inmee was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that? He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Koreanese cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life. It's like they were her family, a home away from home in this foreign land. They must have been a source of comfort, what with being here for training all alone. But what? I can't completely deny the charge either. Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. So what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge? Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really sleepy. The next thing I knew, Abbot Inmee was, you know... You suddenly got sleepy? So then you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered? No, I didn't. But if I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? Not the first time it's happened, though. Be honest. What you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for prestige. No, it's not like that at all. I'm trying to become the master of Korean channeling technique. Korean. Neophyte practitioner such as you become a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Rafa seems to really hate fakers. Or Rafa, I don't know. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. I should let Rafa know. Your benevolence. I wouldn't call Maya a neophyte because she can already channel... Wait, Nick. What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What's that all about? What's all this whispering about over there? Oh, it's nothing, really. I have to ask her about this later when the Princess Rafa's not around. Is it because, like, all these people in Kurain village... Not Kurain, Kurain village. They're all, like, hacks and they're not as good as the people in Crane village? Like, people in Kurain, like Pearl and Maya, they can easily channel spirits, but, like, the people here, like, can't do it that well? Is it something like that? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick! Yes? About Abbot Inmee's murder. There was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? So, what was it you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but why don't you let me be the judge of that? Okay. So you know that spring? The spring? You mean the pool in front of the voodoo hide statue? Yes, that. The water in there was dark red. And when I say dark red, I mean blood red. Oh, that. Yeah, I saw it too. You did? Yeah. The High Priest's blood turned red. What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed. Wait, so it was already red? Even before the High Priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. It's just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes, anyway. Hold on. Yes, there is a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the intern lantern's reflection off the water. I don't think that was it, though. An ancient legend, huh? Legend. I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. It's already stained red when the evidence... Okay. Nick? Yes? So, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence, like she's worried about what Rafa will think. Rafa. There's something I want to show you. There is? I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to. Is this a letter? It's in Kurainese. See the stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does that look familiar? Is that the symbol of death or something? That's on Lady whatever Kira. This red stamp here? That's the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. It looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that. Why, this is... What? What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning, Lady Kira. That sounds like a threat, or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me, too. Nick, do you think... Wait. First, there's that ancient legend. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. Now, there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the wooden, the warbad daggers being eyed as the murder weapon. Don't tell me. That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something. Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't just come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But... You were saying only yesterday how it would be fun to believe that she was the real deal. Yeah, yesterday. I wish I could take on entertaining that fantasy. I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm going to keep it real from now on. And you should too, Nick. Thought you'd say it was boring. Thought you said I was the boring one because I was keeping it real. Sorry, I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always had. What? I think you mean ladder. Oh my goodness. The roles have reversed. So, what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, so you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? Oh, you mean that rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers? Yes, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning. What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that Avret enemy was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop? The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves this kingdom. And it is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Or it was one of the defiant dragons who's trying to make it look like he's against the Defiant Dragons. But really, he's one of them. It's all an act. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priest. I guess it's only natural for Princess Rafa to see it that way, but I can't let it go at that. Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification right in the first place? I haven't figured that one out yet. I rest my case. Still, this rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason. They might have killed the High Priest after he ignored their warning. You big dummy, you can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. You're trying to shed your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it. No, I'd never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Maya, did you show that letter to the police? No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. Judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right on the right to be worried. Wait. What are... There are a number of places in this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some sort of message too? Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. There are holes of rows of 3 all over it. Alright, accused. Wrap it up. Guess they have more questions for me. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what you're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. What are you talking about? It's just, you know, they have that Defense Culpability Act in Khura'in, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a criminal. Maya. Thanks for thinking of me, but don't worry, Maya. We'll pull this through together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know? True. But I've been through one trial here already, so I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one, no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. You've always won because of your faith in me. That's right, so it's all aboard the Phoenix Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge. You'll see. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken. But I don't... Wait, hang on, did I read that right? I don't know, but I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit. Wait. Don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Of course I know. Don't presume to know what I do not know. I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want the High Priest dead. But given the use of the Warbiad dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little bit more about this modern-day Lady Kira. I wonder if anyone here has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is go someplace where locals like to gather. I wonder if we're gonna meet that weird mountain man. Look at that bird. I guess the bazaar is any good a place as any to start. Good a place to start as any. Now, who should I... I see. So that is what a Freedom Express is. Consulting her pocket internet again, I see. Mr. Wright! That sounds like... Is it Albie? Is Miss Maya okay? I believe her, right, Mr. Wright? I know she didn't do it. do you now, boy? Hakuna Matata, your benevolence! You mustn't trust in lawyers, you. Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh, what's wrong, Albie? Your benevolent speaks with the, You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name? Yes, your benevolence. I'll be your guide, your benevolence. Just want to check something real quick here. Okay. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or as filthy as the company you keep. I wish he'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash. Trash. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man, and I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry. Forgive me, forgive my insolence. If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Oh. Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunken in the ground. She must really feel responsible for what happened in court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. The Rebel Hunter. So what have you heard about the Rebel Hunter that was in the newspaper? Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say she is the modern-day Lady Kira. So they're treating this rebel like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? People have been on edge recently. What with the jailbreaking stuff. I sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon. Escaped prisoner? Yeah, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured. So there's a hardened criminal on the loose. That is bad news. Yes, but the modern-day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big, scary rebels all by herself. Yeah, that's not exactly something just about anybody could do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. What about that escaped prisoner, Albie? So, what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like? They say he's a vicious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man. Dirk, as in the leader of that rebel group? Yes, the escapee served as that dreadful master of that dreadful master of the Defiant Dragons. They say the prisoner is a former soldier and that he wields a big scary knife. Rumor has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot. He doesn't also carry lizards around, does he? He sounds like a really dangerous man. He is, but the police still can't find him, even after an exhaustive search. Wait, I remember hearing about a prison. There's a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison? Way up there? The prison is at the top of the Inner Sanctus Mountain, right? How did he even break out? No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again. Terrible incident? Oh. What was that about a terrible incident, Albie? It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader, Dirk, who did it. The previous queen was assassinated? That's kind of unsettling. Oh, it was the terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen, only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that. They really take their queen seriously here, like God-worshipping level serious. It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one. Those defiant dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why, with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next? So that's why the people of Khurain are so afraid of that escapee. And why they want the rebel hunter to take him out, along with the other rebels. So is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter, Lady Kira, Albie? I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, what's this? Shadow found it. Why, that's the Wardba arrow. Or bad. Feeling better now, your benevolence? This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the crown princess of Khurain. Khurain. Now let me see that boy. Yes, your benevolence. It looks very much like the one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle. A three-pronged arrow? I could have sworn I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Chetta find it, Albie? Near Abbott Inme's house. Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I'm better to take a look into this. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest's house? Yes, of course! Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. I should probably talk to her, too. Hope she's hot. Anyway. Three-pronged arrow, huh? And three prongs. And yes, if you folded up the paper, they would overlap each other. Which means that the letter was probably shot with an arrow from somewhere else. Interesting. The TV kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? High Priest's house. There's a wanted poster in there, so this is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute. This is where they brought me when my back gave out. And the woman from the altar, she must be the High Priest's wife. Excuse me? Oh. Yes, may I help you? I was hoping to speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you she? Please forgive the intrusion, Lady... Believe? Believe, okay. Trust in me and believe. Believe. Oh my, your benevolence. Please, be at ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. You honor me with your kind words. It was her! She did it! She's the murderer! It was her! The whole time! Believe is behind it all! Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us. Yes. What's that? Oh, of course. She's talking with this funeral picture. My husband, too, is delighted that the royal priestess has graced us with her presence. You can speak with Abbott Inme? No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No. That can wait till later, dear. She's definitely speaking with him. So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. A friend of yours? So then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes? I know. Albert Inmee and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in current. Yeah, it was her. She did it. She murdered him. If she's not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. What does she get if this guy dies? I want to know that. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's the warband arrow that I'll be found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to leave just yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a little while? Barbed Head, have you not been listening to the word I said? Look, your benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave it if she doesn't change her mind. Please, let me talk to my husband about this. Yes? I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me. What the heck were they even talking about? You have but poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. Irk! I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Miss Inmee. Could it be that you actually possess a conscience? Of course I do. But I'm also desperate for information. So, what do you plan to do now? Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess. See if she changes her mind? Just see that you do not touch anything you should not. Guess I should watch what I touch then. Just in case Princess Rafa gets mad at me. This wanted poster. Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel escapee everyone's talking about. What? Let me see that. Could be him. Could have, like, just grown his hair out. That's horrible! Senior member of the insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of a foreign land. Wanted for crimes against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military, huh? His appearance alone exudes menace. He must be captured at once. Mentions a sizable reward. Is something wrong? The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly? How rude. Nana has always taught me that kingdoms that do not value its people come to ruin. As crown princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. How about sending some of that kindness this way? Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer, and paid taxes to our kingdom, that is. Oh well, it was worth a shot.